Let us start with Saraswati Vandana. Let us bow down to Divine and ask that she gives us wisdom. Om Ya Kundendu Tushar Har Dhavala Ya Shubhravastramrita Ya Veena Vardanda Mandita Kara Ya Shweta Padmasana Ya Brahma Shruti Shankara Prabhudevi Devai Sada Vandita Sama Pato Pati Bhagavati Sheshajadyapa. Let us proceed now.
Okay, Sudhakar sir, you can start now.
Good morning, Bhaskari.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to Kaalagathi channel. Today's topic is chartered accountant, banking and finance. Very good topic. So mostly second house and fifth house, 12th house. These houses represents about finance, banking and chartered account. But supporting houses are there. So first house, second house, third house, and fourth house, and eighth house is also. So the first house represents self-effort, physical and mental strength. And the second house is the house of wealth and money, significant of speech, earn money with self-effort. So second house is also very important for managing financial crisis. So second house is also important speech. Speech is important for the person to manage the finance. So that's why we can analyze the second house, which is the most important in finance and family also. And the third house is communication, talents and skills. So without communication, he can't manage the finance. So that's why communication is also very important. And the fourth house is the house of mass. So if he wants to run finance, yes, he will have such a mass in the society. So that fourth house will be strong for financial. And fifth house is the house of advice and his own knowledge and his own creation and his own imagination and finance. So if fifth house and fifth lord is strong in this chart, yes, he can run finance business. And the sixth house is the house of service and a house of successful in competition. So sixth house, day-to-day life, which runs very smoothly, daily routine works. So it can be described. So sixth house is also important for finance. And eighth house. So eighth house is the money from the others, partnership with others, life partner or business partner. So that public money. So eighth house will be very strong in this chart. Eighth house and eighth lord is also strong. Yes, there may be a good relationship with the other people. So otherwise, he may fall in debts. He could not come out from these debts. So such a danger will happen, and sudden financial growth happened from eighth house. So that's why eighth house and eighth lord is also important. And ninth house is luck. For every person should have such a luck and a fortune. So then only there may be good growth in his life career. And the 10th house is a profession or career, so which he chooses. So financial, chartered accountant or in banking profession. So which profession he can choose? Yes, it can be revealed through our 10th house, and 11th house gains. So gains, society, profits. Yes, some of the planets which are important for financial, that is the Jupiter and Mercury are the most important planets for chartered accountant. So the Mercury rules the mathematical skills, account keeping, auditors, and other account related jobs. The profession of accountant has become synonymous with immense prestige, wealth, and fame in today's material age. Relation to the planets Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn is a considered good job. This good job for this business. So fifth house is called the house of advice. So advice should be taken. Good advice. So otherwise, he himself falls in depths. So that's why. So fifth planet and fifth lord will help him a lot. So to come out from the depths. So becoming a chartered accountant, Jupiter is the significator of wealth and counsel. So Mercury is the intelligence and ability to do calculations. So ability should be given to such a person when Mercury is strong in his birth chart. So, but Mars brings success in competition. Jupiter, Mercury, along with Mars. So, very good combination in financial career. So, the effect of Saturn is also considered good on the fifth house, along with the fifth house or fifth lord. So generally, it has been seen that the effect of Mars is more on the second house and the second lord. So in this field, only those people step in who have good presentation in the subject of mathematics. So Mars and Saturn are also important for this chartered accountant subject. It is a very
voice is not listener. You're not able to listen your voice.
sir. Sir, now are you able, sir?
Yeah. I kept on mute. Sir.
Yes. So chartered accountant. So that is a very critical subject. Even though it is a critical subject, he will take it because of Mars, which is powerful in his birth chart. Yes, he is ready to come forward. He is dared to come forward to take such a subject. So even though it is difficult at all. So such a competition should be given by Mars to him. So because such a powerful planet in this birth chart. So those who live in the circle of increasing revenue and saving tax, so those accountants have the influence of Mars and Saturn in their horoscope. So they do more work to save revenue and tax. So Amatya Karaka planets reveal the direction of business. So if Amatya Karaka planet is Jupiter, yes, it gives him good knowledge and good knowledge and a good analytical power to him. So to have such a chartered accountant as a subject in his life. If Mercury is as Amatya Karaka in his birth chart, yes, he is able to do calculations and analyzes way. Such a knowledge and intelligence power should be given to him by Mercury. So it must be very strong for a chartered account and corporate laws and the presence of sun, etc. So due to the presence of Guru he acquires more and more knowledge. So in all these analysis, financial work, so whatever it may be. So due to the relation of Atmakaraka planet with the second and fifth house or second lord, or with the fifth lord, yes, there may be a good progress in business also. This yoga will be as good as to become a chartered accountant. So Jupiter and Mercury and Mars and Saturn, so these are the planets which gives him good knowledge in chartered accountant. And Taurus sign, Gemini, Leo, and Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. So these are the signs which represents for financial and banking services. So according to the career astrology, the placement of the Mercury should be very strong, and these signs will be very strong in his birth chart. Yes, he will take bank job. He will his career as a in bank. Venus represents wealth or money. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Taurus represents luxury life, car, bangla, and financial, banking. So these are sectors. He will be well settled in all these sectors when Venus is very strong in his birth chart. And Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, so there may be good communication skills to manage such a financial way. Yes, he can improve a lot in calculating method. Then Leo, so Leo, which is ruled by Sun, authoritative way, and he will rule anything at all. So he will manage financial very well. So those who are working under them, yes, those are ruled by those are given good administration by Sun. And Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. So step by step in a order way. So he can do his work, and he can show his improvement and progress in his life also. So when he could not go for step by step or A, B, C, D, one by one, yes, he may fall in depths and he could not come out. So that's why. So learn very well step by step when Mercury is in Virgo. So that is more important. So many more people who fall in depths. So he could not utilize Mercury accurately in his life. So he then after learning good lessons from the life, so then he can put it in order. And Scorpio, yes, from natural zodiac sign, it is 8th house. So it is also very dangerous, and at the same time it gives him good support when he utilizes such a house in his life. So Aries signs. So Aries signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So Aquarius, they can get good talents, communications. So these are very helpful to him to support in a financial way, and great skills will be happening. Great communications should be acquired by them, so such a people. Yes, how can we analyze government or permanent job? or temporary job. So second house, sixth house, 10th house, and 11th house. If these houses or lords will be very strong, yes, he can get a government job or a permanent job. Along with the sun and moon will be very strong in his birth chart, yes, he can get a government job. When there is a second, sixth, 10th, 11th, along with the fifth or ninth lord, or with the fifth or ninth lord, yes, he will get a private job, temporary job, and he can skip one job to another job also. So if there is a significant of fifth and ninth, and private job. So private job should be analyzed also. When there is a second, sixth, 7th, 10th, 11th, yes, he may do a private job. It may be also a temporary. So then he may skip at any time. So he can do some business. He can do some job. So both simultaneously he can work along with a seventh significator. So thank you very much, sir. Over to Vedraj, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sudhakar sir, for your time. Arnima ma'am.
Yes. So very nicely and in a very detailed way, Sudhakar sir has explained. Okay, so I'll be taking up some small points and an example chart. So now, like, see, already like we had in previous session, we had discussed about banking jobs. So all those who might have seen that on YouTube or in the Zoom class, so there might be some understanding like to deal with finances, Earth Trikon are very, very important. So your second, 10th and 6th houses coming into the picture. Now, in any kind of a job related to finances, 5th house will also be very, very important because it is your intelligence. As Sudhakar sir had explained, something that is your creation. Okay, so your intelligence, your own decision making, all those things will be very important. So Mercury and Jupiter is also very important. For banking jobs also, and for CA, it is a must to check the dignity and placement of Mercury in D1 also and in D9 also. So coming back, 6th house will be important because 6th house will show services. It also shows revenues. Then second house will be very important because again, it is your liquid income, money that is with you. Then 5th house, as I told, intelligence. Also 8th house will be very, very important because it will be dealing with other people's money. It is also taxes. Even 12th house will be considered as taxes here. So all the links between all these houses has to be checked. Now planets, as already sir has explained, Mercury is very important because it is the planet that gives you a logical mind, ability to calculate. Okay, you have to be good in mathematics, you have to be good in reasoning, logical mind, all these things should be good, and it has to be given by Mercury. So if the Mercury is strong in your chart, then okay, the person has a probability to take such kind of jobs, provided other combinations like Jupiter is wisdom. So without wisdom you cannot go and take a proper decision, right? So in that case, combination of Mercury and Jupiter is very, very important in the chart for financial jobs. Now Saturn is also a very important planet. It is a karmakarak. So placement and dignity of Saturn is also very important. Saturn shows discipline, your hard work, okay, your routine, how well you are pushing it. Okay, so being in a job where you have to, where you are not part of the government employee, you're not employed if you are doing on your own, like suppose like mostly chartered accountants. Okay, so in that case, Saturn should be having a good dignity. Then only you will have a, self motivation, your own feeling to carry out your karma. So Saturn position is also very important. Moon should be good. Moon is our mind. Okay, so moon placement should also be good here. Again, Venus. Venus is the planet of money. Okay, and it is the natural lord in natural house lord of this second house and seventh house. Okay, so both these houses are also important for money and transactions, dealing with people. Seventh houses dealing with people. So all these things will come into picture. Now, coming to what signs will contribute in such combinations, where person can become a CA or deal with some kind of finance, like any kind of financial job can be there, banking jobs in private or government sector. It can be financial advisor also. Okay, so all these, for all these things, signs that are important are Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces also. Okay, so Scorpio is also very important because it is a Scorpio shows you hidden things. So here, like, person has to do research. CA job has to deal with the people's money. So he has to take the full accounting of people's whatever accounts will be there. Okay, his so all the hidden things also will come into picture here. Now, houses already I have said that 2, 6, 10th, because 10th is the profession house. So 10th house, 10th house lord also will be important. Its connection with second house, sixth house, eighth house, fifth house, and 12th house will be important. Also, the ninth house is also, as sir has told, it will show your fortune. If the person is lucky, then only he'll be able to progress in life. So ninth house dignity and lord placement will be very important. Again, 11th house shows your gains. Okay, so in a CA chart, 11th house is also very important. So connection with Mercury or Jupiter, or if the sign is 11th house sign is falling as Gemini or Virgo, Taurus, Libra, then it will show a very good possibility to take up a CA job or some kind of financial advisor. If picture of sun is coming here somewhere, sun, if it is making connection with the 10th house or your even 6th house, 7th house, okay, 11th house also, then there can be possibility of going into a government job like a banker. Okay, role of nakshatra is also very, very important here. So nakshatra such as Jeshta and Revati are considered good if the 10th house lord or Mercury, Jupiter, having any connection with these nakshatras or their lord will be considered good and favorable. Now, already like very detailed manner, sir has already discussed. So we will be taking up a chart here. Gyan sir, can we present the chart?
Yes, I'm sharing once.
Yes, sir. So here you can see like the first house is ascendant is Gemini. Okay, and the house lord is placed in Gemini itself. Okay, and along with the Mercury, Venus is there, Sun is there, Rahu is also there in the first house. Okay, now if you see, Jupiter is placed in the 11th house. Moon is in the 6th house. And then you check the 10th house, the 10th house lord Jupiter is there, that is seated in 11th house itself. Saturn is in 9th house and it is own house. Okay, Aquarius is the natural house of gains. So here, like position of Saturn is good. Okay, so now for this person is a CA. So as we have already discussed, for CA kind of jobs, placement in Gemini sign is favorable. So we see like Mercury, that is the important planet for CA, is already placed in first house in Gemini only, with the with Venus, that is a planet of finances. Okay, and it is also a lord of 12th house and also lord of 5th house. So you see here connection of Venus with 5th house and 12th house is maintained, aspect on 7th. Okay, now Saturn is making connection with 11th house. 9th house is making connection with 11th house with the aspect. It is also making a connection with 3rd house, that is the communication. So Saturn role, since it is a karma karak, its role here is very important. Okay, it is how it will help the native to communicate. Okay, for communication also it will help, and to be in a good Saturn will show the person's motivation level and his dedication in his own work. Saturn is also aspecting 6th house. So 6th house already we have discussed, like it is the house of service. So Karma Karak is aspect on a house of giving services, is considered good and favorable, and the person, like he's a very dedicated person, and practicing this chartered accountancy since many years, long years, in a very sincere and dedicated way. Okay, so again 6th house is also revenues, revenue collection. 12th house, tax and all those things are there. So that connection is already, we can see here. Then Sun is already in 1st house. Okay, so it's making this Buddhaditya yoga also. So all these yogas also we have to check, like whatever Pancha Mahapurusha yogas are formed in the chart, more the yogas will be there, more will be the chances of the person to excel or progress in his life, in profession, or in other areas of life. Okay, so Gansar, will you like to add anything here?
Here, see, basically the chart is already Mercury is in Lagna. So Mercury is in Lagna, that leads to some related to auditing, accounting, or astrology, or all Mercury related, because Lagna is more important. So in profession, design, selecting the profession, first we need to see Lagna. So Lagna itself here, Gemini, the Lord is inside, and also sitting with Venus is one more finance related planet. Both are now combust. Venus is retrograde and sitting with Sun. So now Sun will be take over. Sun is a 3rd lord, so you will have a lot of initiatives, new ideas, and sitting with Rahu. So is intelligence. Sun is also intelligence, and sitting with Rahu multiplies his knowledge related to the sign, Gemini sign. He will have he will learn so many new skills related to finance, or he will implement some new things, because CA people job is how to reduce the tax paying, how to find the loopholes in the government. So that's why this person would have been very successful wherever he is working for any organization, in saving the money to avoid the lot of taxes paying to government, because Sun Rahu gives the condition how to cheat the government or how to get the benefit from government. So these are all. Lagna is now here heavy loaded, so with all those planets, and also from moon, 10th lord is Sun. So that's why he is working in government.
No, sir.
It's private.
He is on, yeah.
So then only he can do help the private company. If he is working in government, then there will be troubles from the government always, because Sun is with Rahu. And 11th Lord 11th Lord in 12th house. So 7th Lord is 11th house. These also showing a lot of benefits, income. Saturn is aspecting Jupiter. So these combinations are showing finance related auditing and earning also. So we'll go to next chart.
So this chart is of a person who is a bank employee. And so we see that again, the Lagna is of Gemini. Okay, so let us see the placement of Ascendant Lord. Ascendant Lord is exalted and it is in 4th house. Okay, and along with Mars here. Then you see the 10th Lord Jupiter. Jupiter is going in the 9th house along with the Moon. So here it is forming this yoga also. Okay, so again now see the important houses first we have to analyze. First house the dignity you have to check. First house Lord placement you can focus on. Then 10th because 10th is the profession where the 10th Lord is going. And second house because it is the house of income. So second house Venus is there, and second house Lord Moon, it is going to 9th house. So 9th house is our fortune, it is our luck. So we can say like the placement dignity it is good, but it is in the house of Saturn. Now 5th house Lord again Venus, it is in second house. Okay, so connection of second, 5 and 10 is maintained. How? Because you can check that Lord of 5th house, it is going to second house, and the second house Lord, it is going to 9th house along with house Lord, 10th house Lord. Okay, so now for government job, Sun is very, very important. Okay, so since this person is a bank employee in a public sector bank, so we see that the Sun is in his own house, Leo, in 3rd house. And again, 3rd house is very, very important for any finance jobs. Okay, so 3rd house is your own efforts, communications. Okay, so it is your courage. Okay, it is also short travels also. So here the person he is working for loans. Okay, so this person has he has to go from place to place to canvas more of business. So this 3rd house makes the person works as a government employee in this particular work profile. Okay, Mercury here, as we already see, it is exalted and it is having a good dignity. Okay, placed along with the Lord of 11th house. Okay, and also a Lord of 6th house. Okay, so again 6th house is service, competitions, 11th house is gains. It is also like high government institutions also. So this yoga, this chart shows a very good combination for a banker. Also ascendant in ascendant Saturn is sitting. Okay, so this person has to work hard. Okay, and also it is in the friend house. So this being a karma karak, it shows that the person has to follow his own particular routines, has to work hard, and he has to follow the karma. So connection of now we can see the Saturn where it is putting the aspects. So Saturn is putting aspect on 3rd house on Sun. So here Saturn and Sun connection, again it will show some government job. And Saturn being in Gemini sign and seeing the house of communication, short travels, own efforts. Okay, 3rd house, and also Sun is again very favorable for any kind of finance jobs or banking jobs. Okay, so again 6th house Lord Mars, it is in 4th house. 6th house again it is loans. loans, services, all those things we have already discussed. So and Rahu is sitting here. This person, he was like working with a profile of canvassing loans and business for bank. So we see the very good combination is in this chart for a banker or financial job also, you can say. Sir, you can add, please.
Yeah, you are right. Because same earlier chart we discussed, right? So all finance and audit, banking. So Mercury is again sign is Gemini Lagna. Lagna Lord is exalted in own house, fourth house. Sixth Lord and 11th Lord is also conjoined with Lagna Lord. Both are same degree, so that's why the impact of 6th and 11th Lord is more high. So 6th is deals with debts, loans. So you would have worked with the same department in the bank. And second thing is why he selected bank is that by naturally 10th Lord is Jupiter. So Jupiter gives the chance of banking. And one more reason, whenever 10th Lord is connected with two luminaries like moon and sun, because these are the king and queen. So if any 10th Lord is connected with these two planets, there is a highly chances of getting government job. So Jupiter is already sitting with moon and sun is aspect. So that's why he has to work in government job. And again, he has to deal with money. Second house is already Venus sitting there. So all these combinations have already you explained. So he has to work in that field with Saturn, Lagna. I think only two charts, I think, right?
Yes, two charts we have discussed, sir. I think now this is all from my side, sir. So you can proceed ahead.
Yeah, so Sudhakar sir and you both are already, so whatever related the specific CA charts. So just I reiterate some basic points. So auditing, finding fault, dealing with calculations. It's a commerce, trading, commerce, financial balance sheet. So all this comes under major planet is number one, always we see for Mercury. So again, other planets also will have their role. We already discussed in previous classes with so many examples. Each planet has its role. Jupiter is banking, Moon and Sun with the government, Venus with finance things. So all other planets also will have definitely their role whenever Mercury is joined with in conjunction with Mercury. But at the same time, Mercury should not conjunct with malefics like Mars, Rahu, Ketu. This will lead to these people will work in a negative way because their intelligence will use for how to cheat opposite person wherever they are working. If they are working in the government, they cheat others. If they are working private, again they try to cheat government. So those things also we can see in the chart combinations whenever. So particularly Mercury and Rahu is conjunction until unless there is no Jupiter and Sun aspect on it. Otherwise, these people will lose the morality. So they will work for selfish reasons by cheating many things because finance thing is a more much important thing. Everyone life, every government or banking, whatever it is, the finance is the most crucial sector. So rest of all other planets will have rules. Virgo sign. If you consider Virgo sign, again Mercury signs, Gemini and Virgo. Venus signs, Taurus, and Libra. Again, banking comes, insurance comes by Jupiter signs, Sagittarius and Pisces. So these 6 signs will have a major role related to this audit, finance, banking. So we need to see either the Lagna or 10th house or Karaka planet, Jupiter and Mercury, Venus. So these 3 planets and these 6 signs, they play a vital role by deciding or selecting the particular, whatever we are discussing about chartered account charts. So if you have a more charts, then we can analyze more. But this is the basic idea behind the selecting that particular profession. Yes, sir. This is from my side, and over to Ravi, sir.
Ravi sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can start now.
Yes, sir. First of all, these jobs are related to dealing with money matters, insurance, tax, banks. These are finance related things. So what are the houses in the astrology will tell about the money things. As madam said, Ardha Trikona, 2, 6, 10 are the Ardha Trikonas. So definitely these Ardha Trikonas will give value, not only money. So the value to the person. You will get the value. So money related houses. These are the money related houses. And also we have Panapara houses. Panapara means it's related to money. 2, 5, 8, 11. 2, 5, 8, 11 are Panapara houses. So dealing these houses, which deals with the money, assets, kind of all those things, finance related terms. If you carefully look in the Kalapurusha Kundali, 2, 6, 10. 2 is Rishabha, 6 is Virgo, Kanya, and 10 is Capricorn, Makara. So it's a Venus, Mercury, and Saturn houses. 2, 6, 10 are in Kalapurusha Kundali, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn houses. If you look at Fanafara houses, 2, 5, 8, 11. See, 2nd is the Vrishaba, and 5th is Leo, and 8th house is Scorpio, Vrishika, and 11th house is Kumbha, Aquarius. Here also, Venus, Sun, Mars, and Saturn houses. Venus, Saturn are common in Ardha Trikona houses and Panapara houses. So Venus and Saturn are main focal planets in order to deal with the financial kind of things, because Venus is represented with the luxuries, money terms, all those things, and Saturn is hard work, patience. So in money matters, we need to have patience. We should not take immediate decisions, right? So they need to have patience. And Mercury is a planet which will give you analytical ability. So analytics will give you analytical ability to solve the permutation, combination, all those things. So the important planets are Venus and Saturn. In the 2nd grade, we have a Mercury, and in 3rd position, Sun and Mars. The 8th house, very important house, 8th house. 8th house represents tax, insurance, okay, collecting things, and related to finance, inheritance, financial kind of all the things will come. Whatever the things related to CA, finance, all those things will come in the 8th house. So In the 8th house, and Venus, Saturn, and Mercury, Sun, Mars, these are all the planets. The Ardha Trikona houses, Panapara houses play vital role. So the houses are 2, 6, 10, and 2, 5, 8, 11 are the houses, and the planets are Venus, Mercury, and Saturn. So in the 11th house, the Aquarius sign is conjoined with Rahu. Rahu represents materialistic desires, wealth, kind of things, huge money, gaining of money, shares, stocks. So that also one of the financial related part. So Rahu also we need to include. So Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Rahu. And the career wide Sun also. And the 8th house, natural 8th house ruler is Mars. So fighting ability. So mainly these are the planets, and also signs we need to see. Signs, earth signs. Earth signs are related to wealth. So wealth part are all related to earth signs. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And the speculations. So there are many speculations. Speculations are kind of one of the minute part. Speculations also there. So it is Leo. The Leo comes under the speculations, creativity, own creativity, all those things. Natural 5th house, Leo. So whichever these combinations, and also nakshatras, whatever the nakshatras ruled by Venus, Mercury, especially Rohini. Rohini is wealth, abundance. Okay, so Rohini and Uttara Phalguni, making deals with others. Okay, so that is partnerships, those kind of things. And Moola is also kind of a research. Yeah, many people stock brokers, all those things, they make very research oriented things. So these are the some of nakshatras. Okay, the optional kind of things. So planets, houses, signs which are connected with the 1st or 8th house. This person may go towards financial related career. So the career houses are 6 and 10. Yeah, these also need to involve. First 1 and 8 need to involve with 6 and 10. So when there is a connection happen between these, the person may have a tendency, not 100% sure. This person, whatever he is a software engineer or he is an astrologer, he will do stocks, brokering, all those things as side business, as a CA, whatever the madam and sir told. So financial related things he will do. He have a tendency. Okay. The nature of that personality will pull towards these areas, these corners. So these are the little things I know. So majority, all these people, 3 people, Sudhakar sir, Gnaneswar sir, Arnima madam, already shared their thoughts. Apart from that, I added these things. So I also want to announce one thing. That many people are asking about details of the consultations, and many people are asking about the courses. You want to take a course, how to approach all those things. So these things we are already sharing the phone numbers on the profiles. So once we will see on the display, there are 4 numbers are there. So you can contact on these phone numbers, and I am also sharing the phone numbers. I don't know how to share the image. So it's a phone numbers, admin's contact number. 1 second, I'm trying to.
If you have
Sir,
in
sir,
what
share
format,
option.
you can share it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yes.
If it's in Excel or Word or whatever.
Yeah. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Yeah, please talk to us. Okay. These are the speakers. The first person, Sudhakar sir, so the first speech will be given. And the second speech was by Arnima madam. We kept in the fourth order. And Gnaneswar sir, the third speaker. I am the last speaker. Ravi. This whole thing organized by Venkata Pedraj garu. He is the admin. He is the whole organizer. If you have doubts on the organization, so the Sunday classes meeting and consultations. We also will provide a broader picture. We know about all the admin topics. So please utilize. You can talk to us freely, or you can message us. So whatever in the future also, in the future meetings, whatever the topics, subjects, on those also you can recommend us. Okay. So these topics now profession series are going on. So you can recommend us. Please talk about this profession. Okay. So you can recommend us. If you have, if that knowledge with us, we will share. We are ready to share. So many people are confused about contact numbers. So share the contact numbers. If you have any recommendations, if you want to talk on any subject, you can please message them. Okay, whenever they find free time, they will message you or call you. Okay? About subject or about a consultation, about online courses. So those are all you can free to talk. Admin Pedraj garu number also giving. He is a total organizer, so you can contact him to get a broader picture. Okay. That's it, sir. Anything, Pedraj garu, from your side?
We want to add that point. Online courses will be started very shortly for English and Telugu, and we go for question and answers. So before question answer, Sudhakar sir, this is the last episode, right? For career.
Sir?
For career
Hello?
guidance, this is the last episode, right?
Hello?
Hello, are you able to hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For career guidance, this is the last episode, right?
Hello?
Okay, we will talk offline. We will go for question answers.
Okay.
Any question answers, you can start. Anyone have questions? You can unmute yourself and ask. Ravi sir, seems no questions. We can wrap up the session.
Yes, sir. We have a Telugu session at 12 o'clock on Punarvasu Nakshatra. People who are interested to join in Telugu session. It's not